I already got the storms laid out. That's why when my son was on earth, he told you to pray in Luke 11 and Matthew 15. He said, I want you to pray, but when you pray, say, deliver me from evil. Lead me not into heavy and sore trials. Sometimes we question ourselves on whether we can make it or not through what we got to go through. Oh, somebody ought to hear me right now. And see, when the trials get heavy on us, when we think we just cannot go another step because we are broken on the inside, we are broken in our mind, our heart's been destroyed, our anticipation been denied, and we think it's all over. But the Father saying to you today, don't you quit. Don't you quit on me. Don't quit on me. Well, Father, what you mean don't quit? Well, I pulled your name from amongst millions of names, and I chose you because I know you can make it. Oh, y'all don't get quiet on me now. I know you can make it because I put something in you that will give you power when you feel powerless, that will give you love when you should feel hate, that gives you patience when you should be in a hurry. I gave you something that I put on the inside of you. I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. And I knew you because I chose you to go all the way. Somebody say, I'm not tired yet. Come on, say it like you mean it. I'm not tired yet. See, because I'm going to tell you right now, you give up before it's time to give up. Because the world beating you. I said the world is beating you. And it's supposed to beat us. I said it's supposed to beat us. I remember when Moshe was bringing the children of Israel out of Mizraim, the Father said to Moses to tell the people, fear not. He's bringing you out to try you, to see if you're going to obey him or not. That's what he's doing right now. As we go through whatever it is we're going through, like Brother Johnson said this morning, he is trying us, not for him to see where we are, but for us to see where we are. Because some of us think of ourselves too much. But he knows how to make you understand you are no better than anybody else. You ain't no better. Because just like that one can fall, you can fall. So don't be looking down your nose at anybody, because you are susceptible to failure just like anybody else. There's only one thing that's keeping us, and his name is Yah. Because he is Yah, our Elohim, that keeps us. That's the word. It's not me who keep myself from sinful conditions. It's he that is in me. If you got him in you, you ought to be shouting this morning. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I couldn't wait, Brother Blackwell, to preach this message, because he gave this message to me. Hallelujah. Now, if y'all can benefit from it, it's for you. Hallelujah. In Better Sheet 17:1, he says, that's Better Sheet 17:1, he says, and it came to be when Abram was 99 years old. And Almighty Yah appeared to Abram and said to him, I am El Shaddai. Yes. Which means I am the Almighty One. Hallelujah. Not only that, but I'm the many-breasted one. Yes. Hallelujah. He said, walk before me and be perfect. Be what? Perfect. Be perfect. And I give my covenant between me and you, and I will greatly increase you. Now, some of us in here is looking for increase. Some of us listening by radio or by television or even by internet, you're looking for an increase. But the Father said for you to get the increase is the same way that Abram would get the increase. You got to walk before him, and you got to be perfect. Oh, we got really quiet that time. See, people don't understand shepherds. But my wife and I, when we were in Colorado, we saw one man took 5,000 sheep from one place to graze in another place. It looked like a never-ending line of sheep. You got tired of seeing sheep pass by you. That's how many sheep it was. But the shepherd was way in the back. But guess what he had to help him? He had some sheepdogs. Come on, talk to me, somebody. See, this assembly is not 5,000 deep. But he got some sheepdogs in here. I'm one of those sheepdogs that if a sheep get out of line, I'm going to help him to get back in line. Hallelujah, somebody. We got some sheepdogs in here that the Father appointed to make sure that the shepherd can be back there and be confident that every one of his sheep is going to make it to the finish line. Not only make it to the finish line, but cross over. Because some people are going to make it to the finish line and he's going to say, I don't know you. That's as far as you can go. Oh, wait, brother. As you mean he's going to bring us right to the kingdom and turn us around? Did not he bring Moshe right to the promised land and turn him around and stop him? Who do you think you are? That he won't do the same thing for you. Hallelujah, somebody. Genesis 35, that better sheet 35:10. The Almighty said to him, your name is Yaakov, and your name is no longer called Yaakov, but your name will be Israel. So he called his name Israel. And I, the Almighty, said to him, I am El Shaddai. Be fruitful and increase. A nation and a company of nations shall be from you, and sovereigns come from your body. Oh, no. He spoke the same thing to Abraham, Yitzhak, and Jacob. He put those three names out there particularly so we can understand. It started off with Abraham. Abraham had a son named Isaac or Yitzhak, and then Isaac had Jacob, who is now called Israel. That's where the 12 tribes come from. So we got to understand, my brothers and sisters, that the increase that the Father promised to Abraham came through his genetics. What we see here is that the Father makes promises and he keeps promises. I don't know about you, but I'm glad about that. I'm sure that Abraham couldn't see as far as the Father's eyes could see. When he told Abraham, I'm going to make you the father of many nations. So you will no longer be called Abram, but you will be called Abraham. So now we find out that the Father told him that, but Abraham laughed. Sarah laughed. And they said, because you laughed, that son's name will be called Isaac. And if you search out the Hebraic definition of the name Isaac, it means laughter. Oh, you want to laugh because I told you something? You want to show me that you don't believe me? Well, I'm going to give you a name to your son that every time you call his name, you're going to say, I laughed. I laughed because of what he said. Oh, goodness. He told us that we would prosper, even as our soul will prosper. Anybody laughing? He said you will be in health. Anybody laughing? He said that we will rise again from the dead. Is anybody laughing? Some people taking that for a joke. Some people feel as though that's malarkey out there. But I believe in that word. Hallelujah. If the rest of the world don't believe it, I believe it. If the rest of the world don't receive it, I receive it. My life depends on what I believe. Can I get a witness in here? Moses was 120 years old when he passed away. His eyes were not dim, nor was his strength abated. So what he's saying is, when Moses died, the Father designated, that's your time. Are y'all hearing me? That's when the fight is over. Uh-oh, y'all getting quiet on me now. That's when the fight is over. When your life has been taken away from you. But guess what it's telling us? It's telling us, yes, he was 120 years old, but his eyes didn't grow weak and his body didn't grow faint. He was still a strong, healthy man with good eyes at 120 years old. But the father said, Moshe, I'm done. But I made a promise that if you would disobey me, the wages of sin is death. You got to die. Hallelujah, somebody. Moses saw the promised land, but could not go into it. I don't want that for the congregation of Yahweh, and I don't want that for anybody who's hearing me today, that we're going to get in these churches and we're going to shout and we're going to dance and we're going to clap our hands and do all of the screaming and stuff. But I want you to understand that everybody might not be doing it to get the kingdom because somebody is doing it in vain. So we got to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. Time is running out. You don't have time to be foolish and play around with the only thing that you have, which is your soul. Hallelujah. It's time to answer up. Either you're a servant of the Most High or you're a servant of a religious denomination. Which one are you? I decided to follow him. It's not conducive with the society in which we live in, but I decided to follow him. I'm not going to follow a religious dictate. I'm not going to follow a religious potentate. I'm going to follow the only one who died for me. That's the one I'm going to follow. I'm going to keep his word. I'm going to keep his commands. I'm going to live his lifestyle, and I'm going to let him live through me. There ain't no sense in saying he that is in me, and he's not there. Can I get a witness in here? Joshua said, and Yeshua said in chapter 14, verse number 10, he said, and now see, Yah has kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years, since Yah spoke these words to Moshe while Israel was walking in the wilderness. And now see, I am 85 years old. That's Caleb talking. Y'all still with me? I'm 85 years old today. This must have been his day of birth. Yet I am still as strong today as I was on the day that Moshe sent me out. My strength was then, and so it is now. For battle, and for going out, and for coming in. Caleb said, hold on a minute, let me tell y'all something. I heard Brother Johnson quote his age today. He's not as old as Jacob, and he's not as old as Caleb, and he sure ain't old as Moses was. So he don't have no excuse for not being ready for battle. Hello, somebody. See, we give up too quick. We let things dictate our existence. What are you saying, Brother Isaac? We're letting the age of 75 and 80 tell us, well, we just about gone now. That's not faith. That's not even hope. Hallelujah. No. I heard him saying the word. He said, man got 20 score, 10. What did he say, Sister William? 3 scores and 10. That's 70, 60 plus 70 years, and if by strength, 80. See, now, what he's saying is, where is your